Come on. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Rig alert. Rig alert.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Viking 18. Warrior 70. 18. Rebel. Mustang 19.
Sanders to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And now it's third down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Go!
Off the play fake. Madden.
He's got this to Pickens.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now they try to run inside here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Off play action. Madden.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
Oh, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw now, here's Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And Sanders has it poked free. And the Jags grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. A fumble return for Jacksonville score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. In trouble, the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end. And he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You look at this Browns defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes them play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Get up. Cut 19. Cut 19. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now Sanders. And it's incomplete.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
19, 18. Warriors 17.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
After one, it's 9-0. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
An inside run with Judkins to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Right here. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing, Sanders. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early and the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He'll try to do it himself. And he is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Get it! Cougar 19! Look!
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Come on, set! 60 bites, 60 bites. Ready?
Judkins not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second and goal at the Jaguars' 6-yard line.
Here we go. 18.
Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
60. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
On 3rd and goal, Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Off the play fake. Madden. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Backfield empty here. It's 3rd and long.
19 Lions. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw. Madden. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Bronco 80. Bronco 80. Buffalo 18.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to it as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Jaguars at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And, Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least one win before the season is over?
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a 1st down. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Stephanie! Cougar Knights, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
On 1st down, they're good. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Here we go, set! Cougar 19! 60 Bobcat, 60, trap 50, trap 50! Ready?
Now Sanders. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Coverage by Caleb Ramsaw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! 79 Broncos! Ready, right?
Here's Sanders. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade and Lurk made the tackle there from his safety position. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw is Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Riggs. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Viking 18.
As Sanders has it poked free. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get it. 60 by 6. 19.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
70, Warriors, 70. Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. Madden. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ready?
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try to run this one right up the gut. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
18, Pioneer. 19, Tiger. 19, Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Madden. Under pressure, they got him again. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Off play action. Madden. They'll try to do that, but the pressure gets to him again. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Madden. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the halfway, that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Back to throw. Madden. Open man is Myers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden finds Pickens out right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Off the play fake. Madden. Open man right side, Myers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
19 type. Cougar 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 10. ETN up the middle. And he takes it down to 40 with a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes he plays an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
All right, let's go. Son, 11, Agate. 11.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Madden. Over the middle, complete. That's Contreras. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the ground with ETN. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Let go.
ETN once more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And he'll run with ETN. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Get it. Cowboy 80. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking, Dragon 60, Warrior 70, go!
Looking to throw. Sanders. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Bronco 80. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
19 tight, 19 tight. Cut 19. Hogan, trap 60, trap 60. Check smash, check smash. 19 Lions.
Sanders once more. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Tag. 70 Lions. Go street. Let go.
Give up the middle. Judkins. Oh, nice move. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Judkins, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Now the extra point. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Go now. Ready.
Back to throw. Madden. He finds Pickens over the middle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready, go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
60 Vikings, 60 Cougar 19. Ready.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action. Madden. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
16, Browns 13.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. That's good for 28 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's taken in by Bond. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Browns first down.
Let's go. Now, Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Riggs. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Sanders to throw. Checks it down to Judkins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
18, Pioneer. Ready,
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Open man is Bond. He's got it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw now. Here's Sanders. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Real cool. They be on that rap and pay the bills. And I don't fit it, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions mean louder than my words. I ain't sold, but still sold down the earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh, Lord, I'm the rookie.
Ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Back to throw. Madden. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Madden. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Jenkins. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing, Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Get it. Hot 70, hot 70. Hot it.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready? 60. Ready?
Now ETN to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll come up now on second down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Madden. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Still plenty of time and the 2 timeouts. Here's first and 10 now. Looking to throw. Madden. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, somebody gotta do it. I tell you, watch do it. We survived outside off from the music. Hey, turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, shit I see, send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. With company sergeant.
Here's Here's 1st and 10.
Hey. 70 Lions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Madden. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Madden. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go. Strike. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Get it. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hut it.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Ready. Let go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17th.
Intercepted.
This is 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down.
Go. 18 card. Go.
Operating from the gun. Madden. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Cleveland.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Browns, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Straight and shiny place, let you someone for all his face. So full of face, I just wanna get that up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting the matching down, that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. Where we wanna go, up and down. We're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Elevator operator. When I just wanna get down, but I'm just going up. You'll never let you down the top. No, nobody like you got. Where we never stop. Get down. I wanna let you say. Get down. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Elevator operator.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down, Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat-Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back, they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by